Morning. So, just going to jump straight into it, as I always do, anyhow. Just want to talk about basically that we have the right to change our future, but not the past. So, what I mean by that is we do have the right to change what we've got now in the future, absolutely. But what's ever been before us, been back there, there's nothing that we can do about that. If we've done good, bad, or indifferent, we can change what we do now. So whatever it is we've done back then, we can't change that because it's history. It's gone. But we can always develop and make ourselves a better person, a better being, a better human being, a better mother, a better father, a better child. Whatever it takes, this is what we can do to change within ourselves to have a better future. So that's what I'm saying by basically we can definitely change our future by doing something now, this moment, not waiting around for somebody else to come and make our future for us. Because you know what it's been like back then, which was history. Think back then to what it was, where it's changed completely. Because we're living now completely in a different world altogether. Because don't forget, remember, right? When you get to a certain age, your bosses are always thinking about getting rid of you to get somebody else in place. If you work for yourself and have your own business, you can work till whenever. But it's something as well that you're going to enjoy. And you're thinking every time then that you're getting up out of your bed, and it's, as I said the other day, it's a little bit grey, it's a little bit horrible. Have you really got the vigour and the burn and desire to get up for somebody else, to make them live in a great lifestyle that they're living in? And the next thing you know, you've been you've been with the company probably for 5 6 years, and then you've gone. The days now of really working until, with one company, it's long gone. It is long gone. I think now that the average, I think what with the percentages where it's like either it could be 10 years or less. So 10 years or less, and then you move somewhere else, that's 20 years gone. Then you move somewhere else, that's 30 years gone. Chopping and changing, but never really being fulfilled for what job that you've been doing, which is just a job, instead of working for something which you're very passionate about, which you love, instead of just working for something where it's just paying the bills. Because how I see it, this is just how I see it, and this is my opinion, and I think over my opinion is worthy as anybody else's opinions out there, but this is just how I see things about working for other people. Yes, we have to provide a service, and the best service. So in an indirect way, without contradicting myself, we are working for other people. But when it's your thing that you're working at and it's your name above the door, you can choose when, where, and how. It's down to you, not somebody else. It's down to you. So at least are you ever going to sack yourself? Have you ever felt that pressure to sack yourself if you are working for yourself? Do you ever have to kiss your own backside? No, because you know that you're already going to put in the hard work and the grind and the graft to make your life as good as the bosses that you've been working for 10, 7, 15 years, whatever it might be, to put yourself in a better position, put yourself in a great position. So, because don't forget now, there's a lot of people that are out there, and I mean a lot of people are out there that they've got a very short attention span, very short, and they expect just to, if they go into something, to get the reward straight away. And that is the way that now that the youth are becoming, because I know that technology is changing everything else, and everybody wants to be a superstar overnight, but that does not happen. They'll jump on things like X Factor, they'll jump on things like The Voice. But you know what? There's nothing better than seeing the legends who are the legends and people that have stood the test of time. You go and see them now, they're still doing it today. James Brown was doing it. Otis was doing it. Otis Redding was doing it. Sam Cooke was doing it. Talked about actually working for yourself and making sure that you knew that every contract that you signed, you weren't getting ripped off. The lion's share was coming back to yourself. Think about all the greats that are older now, but they're still doing what they love in the music industry. Could be in the film industry as well, but they're still doing what they love because they have earned their right to be where they are, because they've grafted and they've kept going and kept going and kept going, and they haven't just hit hard times and thought, you know what, I've got to stop now. No, because they've persisted and they've carried on. They've been persistent. They've been absolutely just solid and says, you know what, this is what I want to do. This is my passion. This is what I love. So, you know what, you can do it too. You can stand the test of time and go through and be there to, you're in your 90s, but doing something that you love. So all it is, don't worry about people who are thinking that they want to make themselves great, but not doing it because they think that they're going to get it within a week or 2 weeks. No, it's going to take time, but at least it's your time that you're investing into yourself. A lot of the people now, what it is, I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. They're lazy, absolutely lazy. They don't want to put in a graft, but then they're going to complain about somebody else who's actually put the hard graft in, but they'll bitch and moan and complain about that person. Jose Mourinho just got the sack from Manchester United, just got a £15 million payout. But guaranteed, you watch, people are going to complain and moan about that today. Why are they going to moan and complain? Because they're thinking, oh, why has he had all that much money? No, because think about where he started from and who he started with. If you go look back at his history when he first started, he hasn't just been in this game for 5 years. He was doing it and he was working. I think, if I remember rightly, don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, but I think I remember hearing something about he was working under or around Bobby Robson, God rest his soul, who's passed away. Who was another one who grafted from, that's all they wanted to do from when they were young. When they were young. So he hasn't just had these grey hairs, you know, overnight. He's had them from learning his craft from when he was there and nobody knew his name before he's winning trophies, and nobody had heard of Jose Mourinho or Pep Guardiola. I hope I've said that right, Pep Guardiola. You know, so you think about these managers that have just come and have come over to this country, and people think that, wow, all that money. No, but you know what? Anybody that's been paid and they've done a job, give them the dues. Don't complain about it. Why you complain about it? Because most people complain because they're jealous, because they can't do anything else apart from moan and complain, instead of fixing up themselves and sorting out their lives. But you want to stand and moan with the rest of the herd and the sheep, and that sort of non-thinking mentality, just to join everybody else's opinion, everyone else's opinion, not saying, you know what, he's worked hard for that. Okay, you might have been at that club for 2 years, but you still won things before, because you get judged on your past. So that's why I say, if you do stuff now, because you can't change stuff that had happened back then, but you can change stuff now so that you're ready for the future. And that's the mindset that people have got to realise. You have to change now to get your rewards And it ain't just going to be a quick fix. It isn't just going to be where people are just going to think, well, I want quick money. What can I do? Oh, can I just put something on YouTube? Can I just, run and sing for a couple of days? Want to change my mind about doing this and change my mind doing this and change my mind to do this, and just keep swapping and changing about what they want to do. Find out what your passion is, stick to it, and the rewards will come. So don't forget, we have the right to change our future, but the past has already gone. But build for now. Trust me. Yes, we're living in a different world, but we have more choices. We've got more opportunities. So think about it, right? A time or a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. That is the definition of an opportunity. You have to make your opportunity. We can educate ourselves. We can uplift ourselves and develop and make sure that we are enlightened by all the things that we see in front of us to say, you know what, this is what I'm doing now that I'm educating myself, because I want a better life for myself, because I know that I can do it. It's proven. I've got a talent. I know what my talent is. So now I'm just going to go and hone my skills. It might take 5 years, but you know what, in that 5, 6, 7 years, when you're working with somebody else, at least later on, you're going to get the benefits and you're going to get the rewards. You definitely will, because you've put the time in. The time put in is what you're going to get out, because all you've got to do is uplift yourself by pushing yourself every time. If you push yourself every time, you know that what I'm saying to you now, and if you want it bad enough, you'll get it and you'll achieve it. If you want it bad enough, you'll be able to change your future from the past. Trust me on that. You will be able to change your future from the past. So build up what you need to build up and do it now. Don't moan and complain with the rest of them. Do you. Do the best that you can for you. So, right, that's just a quick one. Tomorrow, same again, dropping in, trying to build up people to help themselves, to change their mindset, change their way of thinking. If they can change the way that they're thinking completely, you know that you're going to be able to do what you wish to do completely. You'll be able to change your past to build for your future. You don't want to be back there still. You're moving on up. As the tune goes, moving on up. Don't forget, just put in the graft. Don't follow the rest of the sheep, because they're too busy complaining. You speak to somebody today, right, and just mention it about the figure and see what they say. Do they say, you know what, he deserves it, because that's the way business is? That is business. And if you're building a business, you're expected to get paid for what you do. Football is a business. It's a business, simple as. Buy people, put them on a pitch, they get paid, you go watch them, you put money into that, the shareholders get their money, they take money. If they're not happy about what's going on, they get rid of that person, they get rid of that player. It's a business. You go into work, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, they get rid of you, get somebody else in. It's a business. Build your own business. That's all it is. It's simple. We try and overcomplicate things sometimes. If you want enough money, you have to go out and do what other people aren't willing to do to get where you need to get to. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. It isn't hard. Give up a few things, what other people aren't willing to give up, and you will go past them. Simple as. So now I'm going. Don't forget, teach one to help one to teach one. That's the philosophy. Build the community up, building up the social network to help people think differently. That's all I'm doing, because I'm just giving you easy stuff to remember. We don't have to overcomplicate anything. So all I'll say is, take it easy, have a great day, and I'll catch you tomorrow. You can change who you are. So later, have a great day. See you tomorrow. Oh, you know what I nearly forgot? Inspirational post by Leverson. Check it out. See you soon.